hear like random bird noises and things in the background, that's because I have one of those little sound machines, and you can put it on things like waterfall and heartbeat and all these things, but I put it on rainforest. So that way I feel that there's like actual nature outside of my window instead of freezing cold winter. So I got back from LA last night and I was pretty much exhausted because like the last 2 days I was in LA, I got no sleep and was up all day and had to, be on, I guess. Like so I always feel like when I go on a trip or anything, I need a few days to just kind of recover and be by myself and not talk and be alone. But my trip to LA was really, really fun and it went by really fast. And every time I go to LA, I feel like every time I go to LA is kind of like when I first started going to New York, it kind of grows on me. But I hate the traffic and it's super expensive. But there's pretty water and beaches and things, even though it was freezing cold when I was there. I don't know why I brought Michigan weather to LA, but apparently I did. On Saturday, I got to have like a little gathering meetup that me and Brett the intern did, and it turned out really well. I would say like between 30 and 40 people showed up, and it was really cool. We got to all hang out and just talk and take pictures and things like that. But really, the coolest part of the whole trip was I got to go to the Ellen show because they flew me back out so I could kind of see a show and see Adele, who was going to be on the show. And going into it, I was just kind of had the mindset of, I'm not going to get to meet Adele or anything because, I feel like if you get yourself psyched up for things like that, that you'll just end up disappointed. But before the show, they told me that Adele wanted me to see her sound check. And I'm like, what do you mean Adele wants me to see her sound check? So I go down, and it's, just me, Ellen DeGeneres, and Adele, just standing there, talking, hanging out, chatting like girlfriends. Adele was so sweet and so beautiful, like ridiculously beautiful. And she was asking me like where I'm from and, how my flight was and everything. And then at one point she said something and I brought up the fact that I just did a cover of one of her songs. She was like, "Oh yeah, I know. I've seen a bunch of your videos." Died. Absolutely died. I feel like she is the epitome of gorgeous girl in front of a piano, just absolutely simple, gorgeous, amazing voice. And she's not like some cookie cutter image and like skinny little blonde pop star. Like she is so gorgeous and amazing in a way that I feel people don't appreciate enough. And I got to dance with Ellen a little bit when she came dancing out in the audience, so I don't know if any of you saw that, but it was there. Besides that, probably one of the most amazing things that happened to me was I went to see Justin Bieber Never Say Never. I saw the 3D version, unnecessarily 3D, the fan cut. I walked away with a serious amount of respect for like Justin Bieber because the kid is talented. Like he can play guitar and he can write and he can sing, and I'm like, good for you. You have an awesome voice. You work your ass off. A+, 16 years old. I could barely read a book when I was 16 years old. What I did walk away with is the complete terror and fear of all Bieber fans. I took my camera into the theater with me to just get some of the reaction of the crowd I had to deal with for like 2 hours.
I don't even care about putting my phone on mute. Chris, fucking kill me now. We're leaving.